Hey there, Alana here from teachtraffic.com, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you the top 3 ways that you can do a Facebook ads retargeting campaign. You might be wondering, how do you do retargeting 3 different ways? Well, I am going to show you using the power of what's called engagement audiences. Okay, so here we are in actually a bit of a dummy Facebook ad account. And the first way that we're going to do retargeting is based on website visitors. So someone comes to my website, makes the terrible mistake of leaving, and then I add them to what's called a custom audience. And then based on the fact that they've gone to my website, I show them an ad. So here we are in our ad account. And obviously, Facebook are always changing what the interface looks like. So I'm going to click on Business Tools and go to Audiences. And this is where you're going to create all your audiences. And, be it your website traffic audience or your other engagement audiences, this is where you're going to do that. So we go here to Create Audience, Custom Audience, and these are all the different types of custom audiences that you can create. So the first one that I mentioned was based on website activity. So we're going to go, sources is website, and we click Next. And here we say, yep, the source is that pixel, which is good, all website visitors, and then we need to give a time frame. So how long since last visit do we want to add people to this particular audience? So I'm going to say, let's say 7 days, and then I usually like to label it a name which kind of makes sense to me rather than doing audience 1 or audience 2. Please do not do that. I'm actually quite anal about how I label audiences so that when I go in to my audience section in a week or a month or a couple of months time, by looking at the names I know exactly what type of audience it is. So I'm going to call this all website visitors and then always give a time frame. So I'm going to say 7 days. Okay, and then we can click Create Audience. I'm not going to do this because I've already done it, but that's how you would create that audience. If I go back a sec and just close this, you'll see that I've done this already. And this is obviously the first type of audience that I love to create based on website activity. You'll see here that it's below 1,000 visitors. So you might find that Facebook does not show your audience, but in my experience actually it will show. You're just going to have limited number of impressions. So even though it's below 1,000, they don't tell you how many people are on that list, but you can still run your campaign. And just make sure you watch that frequency metric in your ad account when your campaign's running to make sure the frequency metric does not get too high. I'd love to know what your frequency metric is that you find is too high. Everyone's got a different one. Mine's around the 4 level. I don't like to sort of bombard people with the same ad over and over again, so we keep creative fresh. Anyway, you can let me know in the comments below. All right, the second type of retargeting audience, which I do like to run, is to upload my database. Okay, so once again, I create audience, custom audience, and what I'm going to do is a customer list. And this is when I'm going to upload my database to Facebook to show the people on my database an ad. And the reason I like to do this is because we all know email open rates are not 100%. And so this obviously, ensures our message is being seen. The second reason I also like uploading a database to Facebook is because people can share your ad. These days, who's going to forward an email to, all their contacts? No one. That's sort of so 20 years ago. But people will share an ad if they feel it's a good offer or it's relevant to some of their friends and families and they want to kind of spread the love. So that's another reason why. So we do customer list and go next. And then we're going to be followed with these prompts where we need to obviously download our database from whatever email marketing provider that we've got and upload it to Facebook. You can import directly from MailChimp if you are using MailChimp. I personally do not use MailChimp, in which case, so you can just upload it here and follow the prompts that way. You can download the file template, and so it's telling you to prepare the list. You go to next, how you want it to look, and it's really self-explanatory, and you follow the prompts that way. When you've uploaded your database, it will appear as another audience here, and when you go to create your campaign, you obviously select that audience of your database. Okay, so that is the second type of audience that I like to create for retargeting. The third type of audience that I like to create is what's called an engagement audience. So somebody who hasn't actually gone to my website, is not on my database, and has engaged with my favorite one is a video that I've uploaded to Facebook. And even if they haven't gone to my website, I can add them to a custom audience. So we create an audience, custom audience, and this will be a Facebook source of an audience, and video is this one. So if we go next, this is where we're going to choose the engagement type. So you can see here, we can choose how much engagement we want some people to have in order for them to be added to an audience. So people who have viewed at least 3 seconds of your video, I'm going to urge you not to choose this one, because really, if somebody's only watched 3 seconds, I personally don't really count that as a view. That's someone sort of scrolling slowly as they go by. You know, you could do it at least 10 seconds or 15 seconds, or this is a percentage portion watched of your video. So these percentaged watch, so let's say 25%, is a reflection of how long is your total video, if you think about it. So if you've got, let's say, a 4-minute video, somebody has to have watched at least a minute of that 4-minute video. If you choose this, watch 25% of your video, and obviously the other percentages are accordingly as well. Okay, so it really kind of depends how long your videos are, or a particular video, in which kind of will deem which audience you'll create. If you've got a 15-second video, or it's a 30-second video, you might want to choose 95%, because then they've got to have watched a significant portion of it. So let's just choose 95% for argument's sake. We choose that one. We're going to choose our videos. And here we can see, you know, we've got a video that got 2,500 views. It's only 45 seconds, so we can select this video. Or you could select all your videos, obviously. So I've just chosen a Facebook page, and we can say either choose every video. I mean, these ones just have no views. This is just a dummy account, obviously. We select this video, confirm, and then we can say, I want to create an audience of the people who've watched 95% of this video. And I want to remember all the people who've, you know, in the last 365 days. So I can say 95% VV I use for video views, and I can say wrap video. Cool. And that way I know exactly what type of audience this is, and I click create audience. And yeah, it's obviously asking me, do I want to create a lookalike from it, or an ad, or another custom audience? That's fine, but it's saying that it was created. And here you can see here it's still populating, and obviously when I go to create my campaign, I can then grab this particular custom audience and show an ad to people who've watched 95% of that video. So there you have it. They're my 3 types of retargeting audiences that I like to run. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and the like button, and stay tuned for more episodes.